What's good? It's your boy, Trouble T Roy. Don't get hit boxing talk. Back with another one. Same day. And it goes. So, looks like we have made progress with the Jermell, Crawford, and Israel, whatever his last name. I'm not going to butcher his name. I'm just calling him Israel. But for what it looks like, Jermell has went on to allow Terrence Crawford to fight Israel who is right now currently the full WBA super welterweight champion. He's went on to go ahead and allow Terrence Crawford to fight him for that title. But he also, by this, he is petitioning to become the super WBA champion of the super welterweight division. So, from what I understand, this is good news. From what I understand, because from what I could believe, what I understand about the way this super title, and which would, if Jermell receives the super WBA title or championship, this will make the fight between Terrence and Israel, that fight will be set up for the WBA regular title. So, super title means basically, that's full throttle. WBA full throttle belt. That means you get all mandatories and all that. You are the guy with the WBA title championship at that weight class. Meanwhile, as far as I understand with the regular WBA, and this is just to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't unify the WBA regular title because it's only just a title. It's not a championship belt, it's a title. So you don't have mandatories. But for what I understand, I'm just going by what I believe Tank Davis was doing with his WBA regular, or what he could have done, for what I understand, is that he could send a petition like to the WBA organization to say, I want to be possibly mandated to fight the super champion. You could use that WBA regular as like a jump start to getting a shot at the super championship, which would be if Terrence Crawford wins or if Israel wins, whichever one of them win, they could go to the WBA and say, you know what, let me go ahead. I want to get in line. I want to cut the line to become mandated to fight Jermell Charlo for that super championship belt. So this is what I understand, and this is what Tank Davis chose not to do for the years that he held before Devin Haney gave up the belts at 135, and they upgraded Tank to the WBA the full champion. Tank had no mandatory, so he could fight and defend that title against whoever he wanted. He had no mandatories, no obligations. It basically was just, like I said, it's a title. It's not a championship, it's a title. It's just a belt, But Tank did have opportunities, from what I understand, to go to the WBA organization and say, hey, while Devin Haney was still at 135, he could have went up to the WBA and said, hey, I want my shot at Devin Haney for that super championship belt, for that full title. So from what I understand, this is what it's looking like. It's a good look, if I'm correct on the way this works. I have to go back and look into the politics of this belt again, because the WBA is kind of another one of those belts where it's pretty interesting. I believe the only other, if Jermell Charlo does get his petition, accepted to become the Super WBA champion, I believe this will be one of two of the only divisions now who would have a regular WBA title, because I believe David Morrell is still the WBA champion, regular champion at 168, if I'm correct. They got rid of the WBA regular at 135 when they made Tank elevate to the full champion at 135. So I don't think there's not any other divisions that I can think of that still holds any WBA regular titles. So there would be 154 if all of this petitioning goes through with Jermell. There'll be 154, and that would be between Terrence and Israel for the regular, and then, like I said, David Morrell at 168. These would be the only two divisions that I am aware of that still have a WBA regular titles. So, which I believe eventually Dave Morrell, I'm sure he eventually will want to try to petition to fight Canelo for his super title. I'm not sure if he's holding off. I think, Canelo is, I believe he's a free agent right now. I don't think he's still, no, he's fighting on the zone against Munguia, I believe. So I guess he would be considered under Eddie Hearn. I'm not sure about that. But either way, politics might be keeping Dave Morrell from petitioning to fight Canelo right now. Plus, Canelo already has his plans with Munguia, and then whatever he does in September, we don't know yet, because we got to get past May 1st. The May 5th fight, or May 4th, I believe the fight is, with Munguia. So we got to get past that first. So I don't know what Dave Morrell will decide to do with that regular championship. Not sure yet. But all in all, this seems like good news. This is better news than what we received earlier about the whole, them blocking Crawford from trying to fight for a WBA strap, So I look at this as good news. So, hooray to everybody. Everybody goes home happy, and it's all good. So yeah, moving on. Other news real quick. Man, I'm sorry, Ryan Garcia. Oh man, that dude. Yeah, I watched that press conference, or the face-off, I should say. That is probably top 5, one of the funniest face-offs or weigh-ins and face-offs I have ever seen in my life. That's on my list, top 5 funnies, hands down. Ryan is a fool. It looked like a straight up Jerry Springer show up there on that stage. You got Bernard Hopkins pushing Bill Haney, De La Hoya trying to jump in front of everybody, stop everybody from fighting. Ryan Garcia hauling over to the scales with a bottle of beer and chugging it while he's on. Yo, that shit was crazy. I was not expecting none of this. I expected some wild shit, but I did not expect this. And then the man comes in 3 pounds, 3.2 pounds overweight. What? I thought you were focused, Ryan. thought you was focused. I thought you had it in the bag. Thought you didn't. We didn't need to worry about you. You got it right. How you get 3.2 pounds and got the nerve to say, well, I just had some trouble. It was kind of hard trying to make the weight. Like, bro, you didn't even try. I knew something was wrong because I think last week or a couple weeks ago, I remember there was a video or something I saw where somebody said, yeah, Ryan Garcia is weighing 146 right now. And I'm thinking in my head, damn, this close to the fight? He got some work to do, but they're like reassuring, oh yeah, he'll be all right. He gonna get that off. It ain't gonna be nothing. And I'm sitting there like, all right. Then yesterday at the press conference, when they made that $500 per pound bet, I knew something was definitely wrong when his dad on the other side of DJ was trying to tell him to shut up, like stop it. Stop trying to make the bet. It's like, wait, why are you telling him to stop? Is he not going to make weight? What's going on? Oh, man. These last couple days been wild, man. Now, I already gave my prediction on the fight. Well, people know who I got winning. Like I said, I got Dev, stoppage between, I want to say, between 7 and 10. Me personally, that's just me. Because, I'm sorry, with that lack of discipline like that, and all these shenanigans and crazy shit that he's been doing just to get here to the point of only being hours out from the first bell ringing, this is where you are. Yeah. A part of me feels like Ryan was really trying to sabotage the fight. Honestly, I don't think he ever wanted to fight. He didn't want it the last couple times he had the opportunities over the years to make the fight. And then all of a sudden, now, you want the fight. But then at the same time, now, you got all these, doing all this extra shit, man. People kept saying, oh, he trolling. I don't care how much of a troll you think you are. Trolling only works when you're still doing your job. When you're still being disciplined behind the closed doors. When you're still getting work done. That's what trolling is. Trolling is just me, the outer shell. Yes, I'm trolling you. This is my outer shell trolling you. But you don't know how hard I'm really working behind closed doors. On the other side of those walls. You don't know how hard I'm really working. I'm making sure I get shit done. That man, that wasn't trolling. I'm sorry, him dancing on the side of the stage had me rolling too. I'm sorry. Yo, I had to watch that shit about 3-4 times and just laughing. The first time I watched it, I was just in awe. Like, I just didn't know what the hell. Like I said, it looked like a Jerry Springer show for real. Back like the early Jerry Springer, like back in the 90s when I was like young and shit. When it was really, really cracking, where people was really about they shit on that stage. That's what it looked like to me. I had never seen. I've seen some funny shit in the sport, but that's wow. That. Anyways, I'm not gonna stay on this topic. It's nothing really to talk about. Let's just get through the fight at this point, man. Oh man. Yo, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good shit. It's your boy, Trouble T-Roy. Don't get hit box to talk. I'm out. Peace.